Good morning. It's now 6:30 in the morning. I'm filling up the car and then I'm heading to my friend Candace, and we're heading to Stellenbosch to go and find the secret waterfall and see if it's worth the risk. Stick through and see what we get up to in the mountains of Banhoek. Enjoy the scenic drive en route to Banhoek's entrance. Good morning. So we are now in Banhoek. We started the hike with a couple of friends, and we are taking the walking trail for now until we get to the foot of where we're going to start hiking and finding the mountain. But I will keep you up to date as we go along. So we're about 1.8 kilometers into the hike. It's still just walking flat till we get to the foot of the trail. But let me show you what it looks like. So this is where we are now, heading into a beautiful forest-like setting, and then it's in that cavern there in the middle that we are aiming for. But there's so many trails around here, and there's apparently more waterfalls here as well, but we are going to the most spectacular one if we can find it and if we arrive alive. So as we continue on the trail, this is the bridge called Cement Bridge. And there's some cyclists also taking a rest. So when you're on this bridge, you must be on the lookout. On the right hand side, we'll get the sign that says waterfall. So if you need to top up your water, you can come and do it over here. And we see the water flowing quite decently down here, over Cement Bridge, all the way down.
Go.
Oh, I forgot my water. Let's have some water. After Cement Bridge, you'll come here and you'll find the waterfall sign, and that's the trail that you'll take up towards the waterfall. So we're now 2.4 kilometers into it, and we're now on the gorgeous part of the Stellenbosch trail of Banhoek. So not too long ago there was a big veld fire and all of this Stellenbosch burned down, but it's so beautiful to see a lot of them growing back so beautifully. And as you can see, the national flower, the protea, looks like it wants to start blooming again. But yeah, upwards and onwards we go. Okay, so we're getting up to the final stretch of the first part. Then you get to a crosswalk, and you will not turn left or right. You will see this little thin path here, and you'll just go up this little one. It's still quite burned down, so you might get lost in the track. Good advice is open your location on WhatsApp, and then there is a line up. Try and stay on that line. Some little tricks. Okay guys, we have made it to the track, the flat part, so the The worst part is now over. To show you, we came up all the way from there at the bottom. We hiked it. We got a bit off track there, as you can see some of the guys. And now we are back on the flat track, which will lead us to the magical paradise. So this is what it will look like when you've reached the flat part. There's the trail. So getting to this part of the trail again, we did go a bit off track because of the burned down trail. You kind of like miss where the track is, so just be careful there. Like I said earlier, I just opened my location on WhatsApp, and then I spotted the line. I moved back to the left because we were right off the track, moved back in to the left side, found the track again, and we made it to the flat part. Super easy, super chilled. I think this is the fun part. We can see the beautiful flora and fauna of the beautiful Banhoek mountain. Okay, let's do some bundu bashing. There we go. Climbing through here. Wait. Feeling a part of the nature, going back to my roots. There we go. So far, I think getting up to this level has been a little bit challenging with the elevation, but getting here becomes a lot more fun. Bundu bashing through the trees and plants, climbing over the rocks. So yeah, some excitement coming. Okay, let's see what waits for us. There we go. You have a true man up there supporting you. Oh. Okay, so clearly some beautiful fallen trees. Your choice. Climb over or climb under. We've made it past that whole bundu bashing session. Now we're climbing at the bottom of this cliff. Taking this little trail down here to reach a cave. But let's see what waits for us on the other side. I have to say that this section of the hike is extremely nice because it's shaded and you're not getting too much direct sunlight on you. But I would say it's best to do this in the mornings because that straight up section, there's not a lot of tree cover, so you could get dehydrated or severe sunburn. So there's a surprise coming now. And what might that surprise be? If you come around the corner, you find a cave. And what's in the cave? A party. So bring your jaw, bring the disco ball, and let's get together.
When you're ready, just don't trip over me. Okay. Nice, nice, nice.
There we go, and you are over.
And you are over. Yeah.
Okay, so the chain section maybe looks less scary on video. It feels more scary when you're on it, but if you just have a good grip with your feet and you hold tight to the chain, you would be fine. I wouldn't recommend this for somebody that's got a fear of heights. That might not necessarily work out in your favor. But I'm gonna show you now the entrance to paradise. Okay guys, that was the waterfall hike. So what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments, and then we'll see what we can do for the next one. If you have any ideas, let me know.